Today I'm going to be talking about the question many people within the Toaru fandom are curious about, and that is... beef or fish? Nah, I'm just kidding, we're talking about Misaka x Touma. If you've been active in the Toaru fandom over the years, you can't help but go into any scene from the anime with the comments practically begging Kamachi Kazuma to make this ship happen. Today I'm going to discuss how plausible is it for Touma and Misaka to end up together by the end of the series, and how much of a priority is it within the story. Be sure to let me know your thoughts down below and subscribe for plenty of videos about Touma, Misaka, Accelerator, and all things Index and Railgun related. Now onto the video. Touma x Misaka is by far the most popular ship in the series, mainly due to their interactions in both the Index and Railgun anime, which appealed to a much larger audience than readers of the light novel. I believe the Sisters arc, especially, was one of the most important factors into making Misaka so popular, and you can check out my videos about Misaka if you want more information about that. This ship became so popular after the arc that I think everyone just wanted Touma to be a masochist, so he enjoyed every time he got electrocuted by her. Kinda like Kuroko now that I think about it. Despite the Sisters arc hinting that there could be a romance later down the line, no major progress has been made towards this ship becoming canon, despite Misaka realising that she is in love with Touma in Index Season 3, or Volume 16 of the light novel. And this has remained the case since the latest volume of Index, which is way ahead of both the Index anime and the Railgun manga. This begs the question, will we ever see a romance between these two characters? Or is it simply just not a priority in the story? If you've been a fan of this series for many years like myself, you will know that romance has never been a priority in the story, as ultimately it is an action-based light novel or manga depending on what you're reading, and that takes precedence over the other elements of the plot. Although the series does feature romance, or more so, hints of romance if anything else. And this is very true with Touma and Misaka, as they never get together. What's wrong, Misaka x Touma fans? Gonna cry? There is some hope, because the series isn't afraid to build romantic relationships between characters, as seen with Hamazura, who meets Takitsubo, and they later become boyfriend and girlfriend. But why choose Hamazura to have a relationship as one of the three main characters of Index? Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but he is. As opposed to the ultimate main character of Index, Touma. Honestly, I see Touma as a character who doesn't really care about having a relationship at this point in his life, as he is way too preoccupied with looking after Index, solving whatever shitstorm Academy City is facing, and attempting to catch up on his studies, but failing miserably. As indeed, Touma does view Misaka as a friend, but he has made zero romantic advances on her. Well, at least not intentionally. This contrasts from Misaka, who develops a crush on him at the end of the Sisters arc, and then realises she loves him later in the story, and still in the friend zone. While skeptics and critics will view this as Touma being the trope of the dense male MC who doesn't realise the tsundere who keeps trying to electrocute his ass actually likes him, but I'm going to give Touma the benefit of the doubt. One, because I love Touma as a character, so I'm biased, but two, because I can sorta justify it. While I won't deny that Touma can come across as quite dense in some scenes, such as Misaka giving him cookies, I think Touma is thinking about way too many things with his own personal problems, involving his memory loss amongst other things, to be focusing on whether he is actually a hit with girls. Like, Touma just cares about saving others and proving to himself that he is a good person after losing his memories. That's pretty much it. Wait, Aeon, you mental outstan! Does this mean you do not support the ultimate OTP known as Biri Breaker? Listen, I just feel indifferent about the ship as a whole. Like, whether it does happen or not, I don't mind. With the exception that it's not forced in the story and is implemented for a reason. As I don't want them getting together just for the sake of it, like some Naruto Boruto ending bullshit. Anyway, I do believe out of the other ships in the series, Misaka and Touma is probably the most likely to happen compared to some of the others. This is mainly due to it being the most popular ship in the series, and the amount of scenes that these two characters get together that teases the audience delightfully. Sure, just because it's popular doesn't necessarily mean that Kamachi will concede and write it in just to not piss off the fans, but I do think it gives it more of a chance in comparison to the other ships. If we are to understand what Kamachi may be planning for Touma in terms of a romantic love interest, we can look to his other works to perhaps get a glimpse of trends that Kamachi may be inspired by. Or he could just say, fuck it, I'm writing something original. But I think it's more interesting to draw comparisons and speculate. So let's compare what could happen in Index to Zashiki Wawashi of the Intellectual Village, another series by Kamachi. So spoilers if you don't want to read it at some point. No idea why you'd want to, since it's pretty shit, not gonna lie. In this story, the main character, Jinai Shinobu, eventually hooks up with the main girl of the series, Yukari, the Zashiki Wawashi living in his house, that basically groomed him as a child, pretending to be a big sister type character who wants to protect him, to one that doesn't give a shit that some assassin is trying to kill him in Volume 1, to then, oh wait, never mind, let's be a couple, even though I've watched you grow up all your life, and I've never aged. It's not creepy at all, right? Right? Anyway, moving on from that abomination, the point is that seemingly Kamachi likes the idea of his main protagonist hooking up with the main girl at the end. If Index follows this trend, that's great news for Misaka and Touma fans, right? Wait, I think we forgot about someone. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this greedy little shit existed. She's the fucking title character too. Jokes aside, the predicament with Index is that there are arguably two female main characters, which means harem ending confirmed, baby. Or it's between Index and Misaka. While Index is also in love with Touma, I never got that vibe from watching the anime, to be honest. Mainly because I felt that she loved food way more than anything else, but after reading the novels, I gained a new appreciation for Index as a character that goes beyond her head-biting antics. Also, Kamachi himself got asked who he would want as his lover from the series, and he chose Index, and friend-zoned Misaka himself. Cue the FBI trucks on the way to Kamachi's house. But he also did list Ursula as who he would want as his wife, so maybe Kamachi wants a harem ending for himself, you never know. If Touma is the pathetic self-insert for Kamachi himself, then Index has an actual decent chance of beating Misaka to his heart. Although, Touma himself said he prefers big titty One-san door managers, so door manager x Touma might just be canon, as opposed to some shady dojin you won't admit to reading. So, what do you think? You think Touma x Misaka will happen, or do you not really give less of a shit like me? Comment below, or maybe Kamachi just wants the Accelerator or Suzuki no Yuriko ending, cause Accelerator clearly wants Touma's dick. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time, bye bye.